Happy birthday, Grandma! I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday, tell you how much I love you. You've played such a huge role in my life. Just always have a beautiful soul, smiling, uplifting. Taught me how to make amazing sugar cookies. I just want you to know that you are loved and cherished. Have a good birthday.
Hey Grandma, just want to say happy 90th birthday. I love you and I miss you and I'm really sorry that I can't be there.
Hey Grandma, this is a really difficult assignment to do because there's so many great memories with you from holidays at your house, picking fresh things from the garden, learning to cook from you, helping you cook, snapping peas. But I guess some of the things that stuck out to me the most were one time when we were going to a family reunion in Florida. I was riding with you and Grandpa, and I remember sitting in the back and saying, I sure hope we don't have any fun. And you and Grandpa were baffled and said, why wouldn't you want to have any fun? And my answer was, because time flies when we're having fun. And then I remember one time when I was staying with you for the summer, and you were over there cooking, and I was sitting at the table, I think it was with Candy, and the whatever you're cooking caught on fire, and it was a huge flame. And I ran over to the door and I was yelling out the door, Grandpa, Grandpa, Grandpa. And you just took the pan and went and blew the fire out really fast. And I'll never forget just how calm and cool you were in a crazy situation. Anyways, there's so many wonderful memories that I have of you that I'll never forget. I love you to the moon and back. Happy birthday.
Hey Grandma, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. We're making some videos and I'm really excited about this. I know that whenever we're together, I share lots of memories with you, and I love my memories that I have. Back staying the summers with my cousins and exploring, and the lunches you would make, fried okra, fried squash. My favorite was always when we had hash, which I'm still not exactly sure what it is, but it was my favorite. Thanksgivings at your house and spending the night with my cousins Thanksgiving night, and waking up the next day and getting to have leftovers, but nobody knew what was in the butter tubs. Were you going to get butter, or were you going to get some other mystery food that was saved in the butter tubs? So that was always a fun game, taking everything out and seeing what's in the butter tub. So those were some great memories. Christmases with my family, getting to come to your house and help you in your garden. And I can remember us sitting in the kitchen and snapping beans and shucking corn and getting the worms out, and that was lots of fun. I mean, I never thought it was, this was like normal. That was like fun. We didn't have TV during the day. We watched Wheel of Fortune at night. When y'all would come in, and we'd have cereal or leftovers from lunch. Always had a good time at your house. Always had fun with my cousins. You always instilled that, family and keeping us together, having us together. You didn't matter how many of us there were. You let us all stay. So, and I know that probably was tough at times. I remember playing hide and go seek and going in your closet and being able to get behind your stuff and hiding. It was one of the best hide and go seek spots in the house, and getting your Sunday heels out of your closet and playing dress up with them, and just being with my cousins and playing. But one of my favorite things is the faith that you instilled in all of us, in God. Every Sunday I can remember when we would be with Dad, you would pick us up for church, never failed. And we would go to church with you. And a lot of times we would go to the Ray of Hope for Sunday school, and then we'd go over to the Methodist church. And one of my favorite things was, as soon as we got into church service, we were going to get into the purse and get to see what kind of candy you had in there this Sunday, and dig to the bottom and get as much candy out as we wanted, because we knew Grandma had candy in her purse. And I can remember falling asleep in your lap during church service. But definitely, I knew you were praying for me. I know you always believed in me. And you built my faith up. You kept me in church. And now I get to do that for my kids. And I get to instill that love for Christ and that love for family. And family is so important to me. And you're one of the reasons why. Because you love your family. And you want to have your family together. And you accept us all who we are. You're praying for us. No matter what path we're on, you're praying for us. And you are definitely a godsend. He knew that you were what I needed. And I love you. And I'm so happy that I have you. So I just want to wish you a happy birthday. And hopefully many more. I know you're ready to go to heaven. I know that you're waiting any minute, any day. But I'm glad to have you here. And I love you. Happy birthday, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma. It's Chuck. Happy birthday. Just wanted to share my fondest memory of growing up and having you in my life. And that would be, of course, whenever we would go and play games in the living room with you and Grandpa. And, you know, before we could play, you always had to do your prayer first. And so I would push you and encourage you to go ahead and get in there and get your praying over with so that we could have time to spend on games. Little did I know the impact that those prayers were actually having, that you were praying for your kids and your grandkids. And so I'm so thankful for that, and for the inspiration and for the guidance that you gave in my life, especially in my prayer life, and looking back on that. So thank you for the many prayers. Thank you for all the wonderful times that we had playing games, and I look forward to many more years of playing 88 and 42, and maybe we can play another game of Shanghai one day. Love you. Happy birthday.
What's your favorite thing doing with Grandma Arlis?
Well, there's lots of things I like to do with Grandma Arlis. I'm gonna have to share a couple. I think that we're only supposed to do one, but so when I was Bryson's age, and probably your age too, I loved being able to go visit Grandma Arlis's house when I was younger, because I would go crawl in bed with Grandma Arlis, and she would tell me the 3 billy goats gruff, and Grandpa would be the bad billy goats gruff, and Grandma would protect me, and she would grab me in her arms and she would hold me so tight, and then Grandpa would try and get my toes, and he would be the bad billy goats gruff. And I remember being so inspired after Grandpa passed away and Grandma went to IHOP. Sorry. Which is the International House of Prayer. And I thought it was the coolest thing that she went out of her comfort zone just to seek God and to go ziplining on a trip. She's always been such an inspiration to me, and she's always believed in me, and I know that her prayers are heard by God, and that she's had me in her prayers since I was born. When I was about 16, we couldn't afford a car for me, and Grandma helped pay for it, and I got to pay her back, but a little at a time. And she was always so caring and gave everything to me anytime I needed it. She was always there and supported me and had my back. And Grandma, I love you so much, and I'm so thankful for the influence that you've had on my life, for the influence that you have on my children's life, through me and through you directly. And I love you so much. And there was this one time, Piper, when I was in college and I had to do this video of someone's life story, and I got to meet with Grandma, and I remember her telling me about when she first met Grandpa, and I remember her talking about, it is fun, her first apartment and how it didn't have electricity and how they would play games, or heat, maybe it was heat, but they would play games, and just how she lit up, or Grandma, how you lit up whenever you talked about it, and just how much fun you guys had that, first year spending time with friends and getting to know Grandpa. But then also some of the struggles, because it's real, life is not always easy. And as you grow up, you run into challenges, and I love how through so much life and so many struggles between your life, Grandma, and your children's lives and your grandchildren's, that you have believed that God has a handle on all of it, and you have addressed those struggles through prayer. And actually, it's so funny, we're talking about this because this morning at church they were just encouraging us through these struggles, that prayer and connecting with God is where we will find our answers. And that's always where you found your answers, and that's always been such an inspiration to me. And I love you and the beacon that you are for our family. Thank you, and happy birthday.
Hi, Grandma. Just want to say I love you and miss you, and I hope you have a very special birthday. I hope I get to see you soon. We've all missed you very much, and you mean a lot to us, and I really hope we do get to see you. Happy birthday, Grandma, and hope you have many more.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Happy birthday to you. Love you. Have a good birthday.